Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 after the end. It's been a very long time since I played this, so I've got to remember where the hell we are and what the hell's happening. Before we get into it too much, if you are a patron or interested in that type of thing, take a look at the Patreon links below. I have added some new stuff to the tiers, some things that actually interact with the game a little bit more, so if you're interested in that type of thing, take a look. I've added a lot of rewards to the lower tiers as well, just in case people are interested. Anyway, we are playing as President Elias Waltney of House Waltney. In the kingdom, the empire, I should say. I forgot we were an empire. Of the mouse. It's been a couple of weeks, actually, since I've played this. Or a week or so. As you might remember, I was exceptionally sleep-deprived last time I played, and that's because I basically recorded it all in one big long row, so that when I had to go away for a few days, I didn't have to worry about there being no content. Right. What the hell were we doing? Well, apparently we're a eunuch. I don't remember why. We're stressed, and we're one-legged. What the hell happened last time? Oh, well. What's our heir like? Prince Matthias of the Mouse has cancer. He's also 46. Oh, I remember. We just didn't die. We're 67. We lived for a very, very long time. There was a big complaint I saw coming up. Well, not really that much, but a little bit here and there. Was that people were worried that I was going through events too quickly, that I was playing on a higher speed. So I'll slow down a little bit. I think that's partially due to the fact that, and I also mentioned this in Mad World, that in Mad World, Speed 5, because it's such an old, bloated save game with so many mods, it actually runs really, really slowly. In this, that's not the case. So I understand. I'll pull the speed back a little bit. We'll slow down. We'll be a bit more methodical. Everything will be good. Those flutes are so loud in my ears. Holy shit. Haven't missed that. Alright, what's our goal then? We're looking at things as they are. Really, we could sort of carry on expanding up the East American coast here, taking out some of these... we've got the Old Dominion here. Aren't they some allies of ours? Are we not allied to one of these Old Americanist people? We are allied to the General of Columbia. Right, let's go here. So really, the Old Dominion are next on our chopping block, really. What have we got? We've got de jure claim here on these provinces. Debt war. Bankers can engage in debt wars to punish borrowers who refuse to pay their debts. What will that do? We imprison him. We gain the trait strong banker. It's removing the trait weak banker. Right, okay. He loses his defaulted loan. He pays us all the gold he's got, I assume. What's that, 251? Yeah, wow, okay, we gain more than that. So it's probably based on his monthly income. Interesting, okay. Have we got any for just a large sort of kingdom level, duchy level title? Nothing. We've got de jure claims. Really, that's the only one. So we've got a de jure duchy claim now on that. I think we should probably press and take that. Do we have any retinues right now? Oh, yeah, there they are. 5,500 men. Now, there's been some discussion about the retinues, the best type. Some of you have agreed with me that light cavalry, just in terms of pure stats, are the best. So I'm going to still go for that. Some of you are saying mixed retinues as well. As it is now, I need to look into the stats. I need to look at what changes have been made to retinues in the mod itself. And then we'll sort of decide on it. Flogi's has an impact on that as well. So we'll just stick with light cavalry until I've come up with some ridiculous spreadsheet to sort of decide what is best for that. Let's get our troops up by this border then. We could also take Quebec. Is that actually where Quebec is? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that's absolutely not where Quebec is. Why are they... Oh, there must be a tribute, right? Weird, okay. That's very strange. Alright, sure, let's get our troops up there and we'll start moving back along this coast. These guys, maybe we could get enough favor with them. They might become our vassal. Now, when they're a king... they're less likely to become a vassal because they gain the, the sort of modifier, I am a king, and then they refuse. If we can break this guy up a little bit, maybe break him down into duchies, things like that, we could sweep these up just by offering them vassalization. Us being the head of the religion, we can do that. Probably not a bad idea. We could also give claims, one of you pointed out, that's something I've not been doing. We can grant claims on particular titles. So say, for example, we wanted the Old Dominion here. We could go ahead and we could hit that claim button. We can't interact with South, but when we get a new president, we can maybe... possess them. I don't know if you could do that, and some of that's the way you would do it in the base game, is possess the Pope and ask for claims, and they always say yes. We could try and get them on side a little bit, work on the diplomacy side of things. Anyway, let's not worry about that. We'll play on speed 5 while nothing's happening, and then when we get a bit more into wars and things, I'll put the speed down. Peace be with you. I request you repay the favor you owe me by declaring de jure claim on Piedmont against Count Neptune the Butcher. Sure. That's just that one province that our vassals happen to be, or our retinues happen to be right next to. We can't really say no. So, let's definitely do that. If we say no, we're gonna be seen as tyrannical because we're going against, the favor that they have on us. What is that? River penalty? Oh, that's not good. Light cavalry, minus 12.5% in everything. It's not too bad. We've got good commanders. We've got very good commanders, actually. I'm willing to risk that. Yeah, let's do it. We could also raise some troops from nearby duchies, I suppose. Another 512 men reinforcing. When are they going to get there? 11th of February, 31st of December. Definitely, let's do that. I don't think we need to reinforce. No, we definitely don't. Put those down then. Good. Light cavalry, absolutely smashed them there. Let's go ahead and clear up the rest of them. The charismatic heresy has appeared in the Council of Metrolina. Sure. You've made the determination that Tamand is un-American. Brutality or madness. He's indolent and decadent. Well, that's apparently the best one there. So, what we can really infer from this is that in the future, when we're not the president, we don't want to gain these traits because we could get excommunicated. So if we are, you know, cruel, an impaler, or possessed, I assume the other one is. I guess it's lunacy. We don't want those traits because we could just get excommunicated by the president. That's good to know. Alright, yeah, let's do that. It might just be something available to the player rather than the AI, but it's something just to bear in mind in the future anyway. Oh god, that's a lot of heathens. Let's take a look at this. Where are they appearing? Oh my god. This is an absolute mess. What's our moral authority looking at right now for Americanism? Let's take a look here if we go over to religion, sold by authority. Americanist, look at that. We are the best religion by actually quite a significant way there. The other ones are unreformable, I assume. No religious heads. Now that's good for us. Religious heads give religions moral authority. So for example, if this one here, the Mictlantec religion, had a religious head, chances are they'd be at 100 moral authority no matter how good they were. The next biggest one we've got to worry about, Revelationists, Mormons, definitely. Who are we generally fighting here? Evangelical, by the look of it? Yeah, evangelicals, more or less up and down this coast. Thomasists a little bit there. What about, was it Upland? Those were the really, really powerful... Yeah, what are these guys? Are they only a kingdom still? Oh, so those guys are the Revelationists. As I recall, they did reform as well, didn't they? So, got to keep an eye on that. Now, one of you pointed out, I haven't been stealing as many artifacts as I should be stealing. So let's absolutely take a look at that, see what we can find before we carry on. Rare artifact. So this guy gets put in prison and executed. You know, who really cares? Maybe we should sort by my religion, see what we've got. What has this guy got? Fury, Heavenly Circuit, Golden Staff, the King James Bible. We can't use that, can we? No. And what have we got in terms of artifacts here? So we've already got a decent weapon. In fact, we've got a gun, which is probably the best weapon of all, so we don't need to worry about that. We've already got jewellery, so we don't need to worry about those. Let's take a look. What have we got? Marble bust of Lincoln there, by the looks of it. The founder, the founding father, Lincoln. Definitely something we should probably snatch up. What about this guy here? What have you got? Jewish banner. Weird. It's not weird that it's a Jewish banner. It's weird that he has a Jewish banner is what I'm saying. Josephine. Marble bust. Old World Shades. I'm in. Absolutely. Give me those. What do we need for them? Anybody can equip these. That's excellent. Diplomacy +1 for free. And they're not an equipable item, so technically they stack. So what that means is we could have an entire inventory filled with Old World Shades and constantly buff up our diplomacy with that. Now, some artifacts you can't have duplicates of, so they'll be destroyed when we get them, but it's definitely worth a go. So I am absolutely going to steal your shades. Is it worth potentially being executed and burnt at the stake for stealing some sunglasses? Well, I would say it's un-American to not want sunglasses. Who's going to accompany us? What are our stats right now? We probably want to go down the diplomatic route. So let's find somebody with a decent amount of diplomacy here. Probably our spy master. Wife's not bad. Oh, Araya, definitely. Let's take Araya, Prince Matthias. He's also an elusive shadow, which probably lends itself pretty well to sneaking in and stealing sunglasses. But a granddaughter named Rue. We're going to call you... What haven't we named any character at this point? What name you... Have we had a mini? I think we've had a mini, haven't we? Why not? Let's go for Miss Piggy. We might have already had a Miss Piggy, but you know what? Piggy the dragon lives on. You've arrived at Major Josephine of... Oh my god. Shkualikil's capital. As expected, it's heavily guarded. Now, a lot of you pointed out, I'm not doing well with place names. That's just something we're going to have to get used to. I'm never going to know how to pronounce any of these American names. And you know what? That's as good as it's getting. Force my way inside, sneaking through the window, convince the servants to let me in. 65% chance of success. Obviously, we're going to go with that one. That's not good, though, is it? 65% chance. We might be in trouble here. Pose the servant, give them poison drinks. We're going to poison these two bored guards. Absolutely. Let's do that. Oh, great. Failure. And I also noticed Upland just getting a crap ton more land there, so that's something to worry about. Failure. You weren't as crafty as you thought. The guards draw their swords and approach you. All right. Was it worth it for a pair of shades? Probably not in hindsight. Quick out the window. 8% chance of dying. 39% chance of being in prison, 54% chance of successfully escaping, 67% chance of successfully escaping, 38%. So we're going to have to go with this one and try and bribe them. We are a banker. Yeah, it kind of works. We're also the president, so maybe some bribery is appropriate here. Let's do that. Hey, I think we did it. I think we actually got away with it. So 20% chance of getting into press, please? No? We're good. Sorry? Lima Bashkin has received beautiful new old world machinery. What does that do? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you need to be a Thomasist and Rust Cultist. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been so cool. Apparently the Rust Cultists are very cool to play, so maybe in the future we'll come back and play as those guys. Big revolt there in Upland. Good for us. What are these guys then? Oh, of course they've got a lot of religious problems because they are just after converting from a Reformed faith. They're going to be old Revelationists versus Revelationists. That's good for us. All right. What are we doing? Conquering up the coast. Oh, we're actually in the middle of a massive war. Yeah, I remember now. Good. Well, not that big. So we will try and grab a... Oh, president? Wait, was that an anti-president? Or is that a president of a different religious head called the president, I guess? Mormon, Latter-day Saints? I might have a special interest, and I don't know why. I guess maybe because he is the other president. But that, seeing as that's just a papal succession style, let's not worry about that. We'll deal with those other presidents. Bankers Guild. We need to withdraw these shares before we die, I remember now. Invest in research. Use your shares to massively invest in research, giving you tech points instantly. Oh, shit. That might be something new that's added, because I don't remember seeing that last time. That'd be very, very cool. Well, we can't liquidize our shares for another 4 years, or 2 years there, sorry. So we might as well invest in research. Boom. Let's do it. Economic research, getting 100 tech points for, well, essentially for free instantly isn't bad. This is a very overpowered society if it gives construction, tech points, and gold straight up. What's our lowest here? We can check on our capital. So we've got the most culture advances. We're actually behind on economy, so let's go for economy advances then. Probably because I've invested into, yeah, construction. Yeah, absolutely. Saying that, military tech would let us go into... Oh, we're quite far ahead on retinue, so let's not worry about that. Let's just go for the one we're behind in. Go for economy tech points. Let's invest in trade practices. Why not? That'll help out a lot. Apparently the trade posts, according to you guys anyway, are very, very strong in this, so we do need to focus on that a little bit more. We've only got Havana. How have I only got Havana in all this time? Oh well, that's fine. Let's buff up Havana a little bit, go for a mercenary garrison. So that does give some trade value. A pretty decent amount of trade value. Trade offices gives retinue size. I think at level 3 it gives plus 100, which isn't much, but it does add up if you have a decent amount of trade posts. We can usurp the Republic of Orleans, sure. I'll take that, why not? And who does that belong to? This guy? I'm going to assume Orleans belongs to New Orleans, so you can definitely have that one. District of Orleans, there you go. You enjoy that. We don't want to hold too many duchies. What are we at right now? 4. Ugh. One is the presidency, one is the mouse. Ah, that's a bit annoying. Well, let's not worry about that too much. Now, according to that, the presidency is agnatic primogeniture. I don't know if that's something to do with the fact that the actual presidency was destroyed, right? That's not something we could do. Weird. I wonder if maybe when we die an event will just fire to destroy the title and give it back to someone new. Maybe that's the case, I'm not sure. So one of you said battleize the men in black. Definitely a good idea. That would help out a lot. We need the General of Columbia. That's going to be quite difficult. They're all the way up here, and obviously they're a big, you know, empire as well, kingdom. They're a pretty decent kingdom. That's going to take a lot of claims. We could start working on that now. How long is this character going to live realistically? Probably not long enough to get the whole of the kingdom level title there, but we could give it a go. We're definitely going to get a decent amount of it anyway, if we keep pushing up as fast as we are. Right, this guy wants peace. Thank you very much. Alright, while we're here, let's move over and take out... Oh, these guys again. 4 enormous black-hulled great ships from a distant land. So this is the trading event, right, with England? Enough to make us lose sleep at night. Yeah, that's nothing to worry about. They seem to have been pretty good so far. Like, the events that we got from that don't seem to have caused us any issues. So don't worry about it too much. Alright, the Old Dominion. Let's go ahead and grab these provinces here. Where is this? I have absolutely no idea where this is in real America. Carolina, apparently, so I'll take your word for it. Let's grab those up. And a whole duchy at once is definitely not something to turn our nose at. It doesn't seem like much compared to everything we've got so far. It's definitely going to be worthwhile, though. And again, try and take this whole east coast and then just sweep across very, very slowly. Oh my god, it's huge. Can't believe this is all one country. What are you people doing over there? Alright. We could go straight for their capital. How many men have they got? Yeah, I thought it was less than us. We are going to have to bring in our own troops just to make sure our retinues aren't completely smashed. Let's put a rally point up here in anywhere with good supply. Let's just have a look through here. 26,000, 41,000 there. Preferably somewhere that doesn't share a border so we can at least, you know, not get smashed immediately by not being able to see their borders. I'm actually going to go with this one here. Metrolina, 41,000 supply. Let's do that. So, rally point there. Raise the troops. Awesome. Right. Let's get to sieging. Now, we could move our Spy Master and sort of get some view here on their capital. It's probably not a bad shout. They haven't got any men nearby at all. They might have them here, which is why we still got the fog of war, maybe here and here, but I don't think that's anything to worry about too much. My wife is pregnant again. What are you doing? Stop. Wait, hang on. Doubt does beset me. Doubt besets me very much. I am very much beset by doubt. Is it possible that she was pregnant before we got castrated? I feel like we've been playing longer than the few months necessary. She's lustful as well. Let's keep an eye on her. Something doesn't seem right here. Oh, hang on. The Red Coat Dominion just splintered. We might be able to grab someone. Hire someone to find out. Yeah, no, I meant to do that this time. I was kind of doubting myself there. Hurricane, we're good. We're fine. War's going to be profitable. War is hell. Well, that seems a bit counterintuitive. Again, I'll skip through these events because we've seen them 100 times over. And new events, I'll obviously take the time to read through. I cannot get any rest from Teresa pestering me about making her good friend Spy Master. Her good friend, really. Who is that? Oh, it's my son, Prince Dolan. Is he actually any good? 17. He's not that good, so we won't worry about it too much. Alright, let's put the speed down a little bit. I said I was going to do that, and I intend to follow through on that. So where's the rest of our troops? They're all heading up now. In the meantime, let's dish out some titles. Not found anything suspicious. Hire more spies. Do it. Let's get on with this. Designate a region. We'll just go for this guy to improve our opinion with him a little bit. Food taste was a -5 in this. Yep, let's definitely not do that. Alright, that's looking fine. Let's keep an eye out for their troops. We've got... Is that actually the Old Dominion? Who are these guys? Yeah, that is the Old Dominion's vassal troops. We could hit that. 3,000 men versus 5,000. I assume over a river crossing as well. It doesn't. Oh, well, they're dead. It was nice knowing you. I imagine they're all light infantry as well. A mix of light and heavy, I'd assume. Unless they got pikemen, at which point we're doomed. But we should be okay. Let's view the numbers here. Oh, yeah. We're good. That is mostly light infantry, like I said. I guess the child must be mine, then. Sure. I don't know how, seeing as we're a eunuch, but apparently we got a wife pregnant. And that's the power of your president. Alright, 9% war score. That's fine. We'll chase them to the province we're about to siege next anyway. So that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Where are my troops? The county of Baltimore. 1 county. For 700 gold? Oh, Jesus. Probably not worth it. Wait, where's... Oh, right, that's up in Columbia, isn't it? That's their capital. That's probably worth grabbing up. Oh. Let's do it. Let's leave him there to try and turn that into a duchy. If we can at least get their capital duchy, that would be really cool. What is that, Maryland? Yeah. So if we could get this capital duchy, that works out pretty well for us because it's also going to be contiguous with our borders when we swallow up the Old Dominion. That's fine. That's probably a good idea. Alright. Let's at least get this war done. Because these guys aren't our biggest fans right now anyway, seeing as we're going to snatch an entire duchy. And I can't imagine they've got many left after Upland has sort of snuck in over here and taken what they've had left. So this will be worth a decent amount of war score. Righteous imprisonment against who? Who's... Oh, well, I guess they stopped their plot, whoever it was. Mini Waltney. Should probably be educating you, right? Let's absolutely do that. Sign Guardian. Somebody with... What are you good at? Anything at all? Stewardship? Why not? Let's get her trained up in stewardship. Alright, and who is going to be... We're not going to play as our son, let's be honest. He's got cancer, he's 47. I doubt he's going to live to see 60. And we're apparently going to live to see forever. So, granddaughter, Aladdin Waltney. Aladdin? Did I just say Aladdin? Aladdin Waltney. Blind Aladdin. Yeah, I remember. He's like No-Eyed Fred. Okay. Now, No-Eyed Fred was a character from Game of Thrones that eventually led the Republic to glory. So, we definitely want this kid trained up well. Train him in thrift. I generally just always go for thrift these days because of the shrewd trait you can get out of that. You know what? Let's educate him ourselves. Why can't we educate him? Oh, we're already educating him. I'm a genius. I've already done that. That's maybe not being a genius too much. I'd like to declare war on these guys before this revolt ends, but I don't think... Because we'd have to put down our armies again, and that's going to take a very long time to get them all back together, seeing as they've got to travel all the way up from Florida. Let's just have these guys focus on the Old Dominion here. The Redcoats are definitely next on the list, and I imagine we can holy war those guys, seeing as... Yeah, they are worshippers of the Queen, aren't they? What's he got artifacts-wise? Oh, crap. Just don't worry about it. Your daughter Hermione is requesting approval to... Oh, so she's going on an adventure as well. Right, so this is what we had with our first two sons. I remember one came back like a pirate, didn't he? Or something like that. Go, take these gifts and soldiers to ease your travels. We'll send our daughter with 50 gold to try and be a better character than she is already. Yeah, she's got great pox. Off you go. You know, you don't have to come back. I'm not going to complain if you stay over there permanently. One children lacks an education focus. You get to be learning education. Good luck with that. Alright, we call in allies. We could call in Columbia? Alright, we could call in Columbia against our war against the Old Dominion. Against them. Yeah, we could do that. I'm not going to do that, though. I don't think it's necessary. Let's put the speed back up. I can't not play on speed 5. It's painful to watch. Alright, seeing as we're not exactly fighting any, you know, micromanaging battles here, it's not too much to worry about. How has this guy lived at 69? How has he lived to 69, though? Especially as he has health problems. You know, he is stressed. Yeah, and he's had another son called Roland. Questionable son. Let's put it that way. And before we die, how are my buildings doing? What do we got? We need... Oh, we've actually done it all. Right, we need Big Castle Domicile, Has Castle, Fort Castle. We need Improved Keeps level 4 and Noble Customs level 4. How far away off of that are we? Improved Keeps level 4. You know what? If we can invest in tech again... Let's mark those and just do them whenever we can, because I think we get more shares than we can actually spend here. Yeah, we're back up to 2,500 shares. Subsidized construction, actually get something built here. Liquidized shares, we've got them all marked as special interest now. Let's get something built then. Alright, what does subsidized construction do? I thought it was build time. Subsidized construction is character modifier. Local build cost minus 10%? Yeah, oh, it's build cost, right. I thought it was build time. Right, in that case, we want to move our... steward here to oversee construction. There we go. We're down to a day. That's much, much better. Right. What do we want to build then? So I think we need a poorhouse before we can get up to the next level of castle, right? Wait. Small poor district. Small poor house. Don't know what's happened there. Anything that's going to give us a decent amount of troops. Swordsmanship Guild gives morale to everything. Is that multiple level? That could be really, really good when it's fully upgraded. And then that one also gives... economic tech points when it's upgraded as well. So let's go for a merchant guild, seeing as that's also going to pay itself off eventually as well. Core architect guild, build custom build time, done, sold, thank you. That's also going to help out a little bit. It doesn't seem like much, but it'll definitely help out somewhat. Oh my god, how did we lose gold there? We shouldn't have been able to pay for that if we were going into negative? Weird. Oh, we must have some upkeep. Oh, I forgot about how much our retinue upkeep would be there. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's move these guys into the capital. Let's get this war done, because it seems like it's been going on forever right now. We'll move you up there. We should probably hit this duchy on the way up, just because it's quite a powerful duchy. This is the only guy that sent troops after us, so I imagine he's quite a powerful vassal there, or at least he would be if he had any troops left. Yeah, does have a decent amount of troops. Alright, that shouldn't take too long. We've got Dolan on the main there. Thank you, Dolan. I'm going to move Xavier, or Javier, however you pronounce that, into the middle flank, because he has siege. Which is going to increase it, what about that was 40%? That's awesome. Not quite the way of the dragon or the way of the tiger from the Jade Dragon expansion, but it's pretty good. Now, who else have we got there? We've got Jay. We'll move Nate on that one. I'll have Colin lead the center here, because he's actually pretty decent. Octavius and Matthias there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice. We could assign sub-commanders, you know, things like that. That's really not worth it. That's CK2 metagame to an extreme. Like, nobody needs to do that. Right, that's almost done, so we'll have you guys... Do we really need to siege every level of holding? Well, that's the actual troops from the Old Dominion there, so we should probably take those guys out. They're worth some war score. Doesn't seem like there's many troops. Didn't even count as a major battle. Jesus. Where are all your men? Are you leading troops somewhere? Oh, they're all the way up in Canada. Well, I'm not going all the way up there. We'll just have to siege them down. The prosperity of Orlando has prompted an increased desire for the Great Library. Excellent. That's really, really good. Knowledge is power. Lose 333 gold. So it's going to put us in a little bit of debt. So if we get into any major battles, might be a problem. But it's going to give us the Great Library. Technology spread rate plus 25%. as we're ahead in technology compared to all of our other provinces, which were obviously tribal not so long ago, this is a really, really good event for us to get. Definitely worth the money hit for a while. We've got to be careful that we don't get dragged into any big battles, though. We've also got to be careful of our vassals, too, because it might... Oh, no, wait. Our vassals absolutely adore us. That's fine. And before we die, we definitely bribe everyone so that when we play as our next character, whoever that happens to be, whether that is Matthias or his son, Aladdin, either way, we want to get their opinion as high as possible so that, obviously, you know, opinion of predecessors is going to keep us going so that us as a child can grow up without having to worry about rebellion and things like that. Alright, let's move these guys up to the capital. It's a shame they haven't got any more troops we can kill. But, I mean, we're just going to have to carpet siege now. 40%, and we've got all of the war goal completely controlled there. There's nothing I've missed. No sort of major, sort of minor island that we can't see there. That also counts as part of the province. Major, minor island. Brilliant. Siege of Richmond. Oh, we could probably just assault this down if we brought over our whole army, but the retinue upkeep, though, it's going to be so expensive. New important decisions are available. What can we do? Subsidize construction again. Is it worth it? Unless we're building a lot, I don't think it's worth it. It's local build cost minus 10%, so on that last building, oh no, we saved, you know, 20 gold. But it also cost us the equivalent of 250 gold in shares. So, you know what? Probably not worth that so much. Now, a lot of you were saying that Flogi's mod is a little overpowered, and I agree with you. That's one of the reasons I haven't, as I said in a comment, it might have been on Discord as well, I was talking to someone about it. There's a moneylenders thing here, added by Flogi's tech mod, that just lets you withdraw 300 gold. You can do that multiple times, and you don't have to pay it back. Instead, what it does is it gives a minus opinion. So, Temple Vassal Opinion, then it turns into, you know, Temple Vassal Opinion and build cost. Then it turns into General Opinion. And, you know, it's sort of a permanent malice. But it's really poorly balanced. Like, 300 gold for Temple of Vassal Opinion minus 3. Who cares? Like, that's nothing. That's definitely worth the gold. Unless you're a really, really powerful Merchant Republic. That's not going to do much for you. So, I think that's partially one of the reasons not to fix it. So the only reason we can't do that right now is characters need to have the trait Moneylender. That doesn't exist in After the End because of the way I've set this up. I'm not going to re-enable this. I might even remove the decision. And I might rebalance some of the buildings as well, because we are eventually going to snowball playing it all like this. Who's this guy? Revolt? Yeah. Wants to marry my daughter. No? Because you've got 1,000 troops and you're inside the Brazilian monolith? Holy shit, look at what they've done. They are really, really powerful. We do need to watch out if they start going to the Caribbean a little bit. Don't think they will, because the AI is really crap with boats. We've got a lot of large empires forming as well. We've got the... Oh my god, I'm going to have to try and pronounce it. The Puente Grande? That's probably how you pronounce that. Obviously, Sierra Madre there as well. Comanche, Upland. There are a lot of big... Well, Westlake is massive as well. You know, even though we are a big empire, compared to a lot of other people, we're kind of small. It's a little bit worrying, but we should be alright. You know, they're not going to deal with us or, you know, harass us for a while yet. What do you want? Another revolt? No? King John Baptiste the Terrible of Raton. Where is that? Oh, that's a pretty decent-sized kingdom. 3,000 men. What's his realm size? Let's have a look. 58. Ugh. He's actually a lot smaller than us then. Sure, why not? What else is she going to do? Let's be reasonable here. We might form an alliance. Maybe one day he comes in to save the day like Gandalf and the Rohirrim. I doubt it. I don't think we're ever going to hear from him again. But, you know, something for our daughters to do in her spare time. Right, let's go ahead and just siege this down now. We can definitely finish that off because we've got apparently somebody else there. Egg Harbor? That's a real place. Alright. Well, their troops can die for my cause. That's fine by me. You know what? That's the American way, I think. We're going to send a letter to Jean-Baptiste because apparently our non-aggression pact was threatened. Oh, God. 1,381 gold for the District of Maryland. And we're, what, 70 at this point? That means we'd have to push for that claim very, very quickly because we won't inherit that with our next character if we die suddenly. This could be 1,300 gold I'm throwing away, but... Damn. 18,000 men, though. How many men have they got? We can make this our next war. 12,000. That's going to be a massive war. And you know what? Our character will probably die fighting it. That was maybe a bad play. But you know what? That's going to take a long time to pay off, isn't it? 12 gold a month. We could stop the retinues reinforcing just for a while until we've paid it off. What are we actually getting? Like, plus 53, plus 57. Holy shit. Okay, so we can actually pay that off pretty quickly. With some loans here and there, I think we can probably keep our head above water. I don't need to worry about it too much. Let's finish up this war as soon as possible. Look, this area is breaking down even more. I can't believe we've got to fight Quebec to actually grab this random province in Carolina. That's ridiculous. Quebec, I think is how they pronounce it, right? You can correct me on that one in the province as well. Speaking of which, this is going to help out a little bit. Debase the mints. Absolutely. But basically with that event, you're trading prestige for gold. I'm quite happy to do that. Gilbert of Columbia died of great pox. Is his heir incapable? Oh, this could be really good. He's actually got more troops, probably because it's slightly higher marshal. We want to wait for his province to undoubtedly go into a revolt. He is incapable, so people probably won't like that. I imagine his vassals aren't a massive fan of him. No. Yeah, you know what? The majority of vassals don't like him at all. We could be seeing a rebellion there, at which point that might be our time to strike. Let's keep an eye on that. That's definitely something worth pointing out. We should probably mark him as special interest because it's, you know, the amount of investment we've put in that is definitely worth keeping an eye on it. Right, this will be over in no time. Let's siege that down. Sold off Landsberger, castle tax minus 50% for 150 gold. Absolutely not. We do want to get out of this war as soon as possible. 56%, really? Oh, they've counter-sieged a little bit. I didn't even notice that. My mistake. Right, I'll move you over to Lynchburg there. We'll kill these troops, counter-siege that. We might be able to win just with that. That's a decent amount of men. Should count as a major battle. 4,400 versus 2,000. No, God, don't click that. Careful, Ned. Alright, river crossing. What's that, 12.5%? Yeah, oh, 17.2%. Oh, it's a straight crossing. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, let's move around then. I thought that was a river crossing. That explains a lot. Right, we'll siege that down. Is there anywhere else that we really want to take out? It would be better to siege the capital, or the provinces that are under his capital duchy. We fabricated damning evidence to get this woman excommunicated. Goodbye. See you later. Prince Simon of Pinar del Reno offers to help... Oh, sorry, Pinar del Rio. Offers to help you out in exchange for your financial situation. So he's going to give us 100 gold, 300 gold in exchange for a favor. He could ask for claims. He hasn't got any claims. He's also a random vassal. You know what I'm going to do? This is pretty cheeky. Is that under Havana? Oh, I was going to say we accept it and then we shuffle him under a duke. So we just transfer his vassalage under a duke so he can't do anything against us. The issue is he's under Havana and we want to keep Havana. Just to give us a decent presence in the Caribbean so that our vassals don't get too powerful over here. I'm going to take that. You know what? I'm actually going to take that. Favors, not a big deal. Realistically, he can't do a huge amount to hurt us. He can force his way onto the council. Not a big deal because we're going to die soon anyway, so we can just shuffle him back off of the council if we have to. Right, 71% war score. Let's get this done. This seems to have been going on forever. It's been a very slow war. Again, part of that is down to the fact that his troops are all the way up in Canada, and he hasn't really got any troops left. He's apparently leading troops now down there. If we can capture in a battle, that would end it. Let's go for it. Nothing. Well, that's not much of a surprise, is it? Take out Charlottesville there. This should be over. Come on. Finish this off. 84%. Okay, siege the temple. Then we're good. 100%. There we go. Right. Nice. Hey, that was pretty good. Whew. Not as much expansion as I'd have liked this episode, but we've done a decent amount. You know, I've got back in the steering wheel. Let's put it that way. I feel like I'm back, ready to tackle the mod. I feel like we've got the world against us. This is a massive, massive ask. Again, once we've formed America, we'll sort of decide where we want to take the series from there. Oh, I'm going to liquidize shares before we finish this. Yeah, absolutely. 500 gold for free. Thank you very much. That's paid off that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Leave me some suggestions. This was sort of another warm-up episode for me because, like I said, it's been a long time. Oh my god, we could have ransomed everybody in America. Let's do that now before I forget. Like I was saying, this was an episode for me getting back into things, picking up where we left off, refamiliarizing myself with the mod. Now that we know what we're doing, again, we're waiting for this character to die, really. That's the ultimate truth of it. It sort of gets to the point in CK2 where if a character's been around for too long, there's only so little you can do with it. Like, we don't really even have any ambitions left to do. You know, see the round prospect means we can't go to war for 5 years. If we're not going to war, we've already got all the character events that we're going to get with this dude. It's weird to find the balance. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to try and focus on the speed and sort of keep things a bit slower, focus on those new events a bit more. I am listening to your feedback. I do read pretty much every comment you guys get. If you want to discuss things, join the Patreon. Join the Patreon? No, that's not wrong. Join the Discord. You can join the Patreon as well. Speaking of which, thank you to all of my patrons, without which none of this would be possible, as I've discussed many times before. At the super top tier, the best boys, in my opinion, Danny Good, Lucas Halting, Hey Dog, Gabriel Van Doors, Josh and Dean Tesla, Michael Mullen, Logan Thorne, and Conspiracy. I should say best boys is, that's a non-gendered term. That could be anyone. I call everyone the best boy. And of course, all the other best boys. Brandon Vatoniak, Necrophilin, Felix Steele, Prince OO What's This, Quite Logically, Zarreven, Polmaster, Imperator Augustus, Jack Allen, Chancellor, Sheev Palpatine, I am the Lizard King, Llewellyn Thomas, Joran DeVries, Euphrates, Dunkanya217, Salaki, and Jordan Campbell. Thank you all very, very much, without which this channel would have shut down pretty much this time last month. So, you guys have done a really great job, and I hope you continue to enjoy the channel and the series. If you've got any feedback that you want to actually discuss with me rather than just, leaving this comment, join the Discord below. I am there every day, all day, reading your feedback. See you next time.